everybody, Kathy here. I am currently in Tokyo and I just wanted to jump on here and have a chat with you about 5 things that really surprised me that people are still doing in 2025. So, the first thing being that people are still paying full price for their flights in 2025. Like, in a day and age where travel hacking seems to be so accessible through various different YouTube channels, various social media channels that really just focus on travel hacking, it's so easy to get into it. Like the barrier is really low. Personally, I use a Amex Platinum card to collect points for every dollar that I spend. And that's kind of the first switch that you got to make, is to really think that you should be getting something in return for every dollar that you're spending. And I understand that for some people, the Amex Platinum seems to be really out of reach. But even in that case, there are several different bank institutions that will have their own travel rewards card, or you can even go directly to the national airlines, like for example British Airways, who has their own credit card that will reward you with points whenever you spend money on that card. So be smart about that, because it's really not only accessible for an exclusive member of society, it's really accessible for everybody. And once you start getting into it, you'll find that asking yourself, why haven't I done this before? Because really it's so feasible. And you want to make sure that your everyday life expenses, things such as your rent, your grocery bills, any other expenses that you have on a monthly reoccurring basis, are being put on that credit card, so that you can maximize the utility of that credit card and get something in return for it. In this point, the reward points that will allow you to eventually pay for your flights, pay for your business flights, whatever it is that you want. So keep that in mind for the future. Number 2 is that people are still paying effective tax rates between 30 to 40% in an era where it's so accessible to be able to pay way lower taxes. Some of my people are tax-free. They're in the 0% tax range on a business level and on a personal level. I understand that not everybody wants to or can move to the UAE to make that happen. And by the way, the UAE isn't the only place where that can be your reality. There's many other places around the world where that could happen. But yeah, in this day and age where people can easily purchase flights, where people can easily move overseas, once they have figured out how to make money from anywhere, money online, then it's really surprising to me that you would choose a place that takes away almost half of your earned income from you, when there are other places around the world. And we see this, we see lots of famous YouTubers, we see lots of famous crypto people who have already done the move to somewhere that actually supports their lifestyle and supports their successes in their businesses by letting them keep more of their hard-earned money. So have a think about that and really start comparing, your current reality with what you could be doing differently, especially if it means that it could put you in a way better financial situation. Third thing that I want to talk about is people having businesses that can't really accept credit card payments from their clients, and that really struggle to receive payments in general from a global clientele. Like, I can't believe that in this day and age where it's so easy to form offshore companies from the comfort of your couch, from anywhere that you're currently at, that really come with solutions, banking solutions that can immediately connect you to Stripe and have an online multi-currency account where you can swap currencies from one currency to the other currency, that people still choose to go with businesses, let's say even in Southern Europe, with a Portuguese company that really struggles to move money around. I've had in the past French clients who have really struggled to even pay me because their banks put limits on what they can move around and who they can send money to. And this was coming from a business bank account. So in a day and age where you could be set up with a business that really supports your global clientele, that makes sure that you can receive money from anywhere at any time without you having to interfere, without you needing to pick up the phone and ring the bank to say that the transfer that is coming in is actually legit and is actually coming from a person. It's not like anything fishy. Like it just blows my mind that people don't default back on those solutions that make it possible for you, that are really here to support your business, your journey as a small entrepreneur to succeed better and just be better connected to this globalized world that we're living in right now. So think again about where you're currently at, if the solution that you're currently set up with provides that for you, for your business journey, for your entrepreneurial journey, or whether there's room for improvement for you to be set up in a different way that could support you way better, and that could also maybe help to improve again your finances by just making it easier to receive money from anywhere and not have to worry about, okay, is this next payment that is going to come in going to be flagged or not? So the other thing is, number 4 here, is people who only have one passport, but who could have easily another passport, especially through their ancestry. Like, it blows my mind how many people are kind of being lazy with the fact that they could actually access another citizenship, but they don't want to, simply because thinking about the bureaucracy, all the paperwork that it's going to take for them to fill out, or the paperwork collection from their family members, that they have to get birth certificates from their parents, their grandparents. Simply that little barrier just puts them fully off the whole process of securing this second citizenship through ancestry. And I can't believe that this is happening. I understand that we're all busy, we've all got a lot of things to do, but you gotta see what's gonna happen on the other side of you actually taking that action and sitting down, putting some time away where you go through this whole process, because the benefits of having a second citizenship are just incredible. Like, you might be able to get a European citizenship through your ancestry that will secure access to 29 different countries within Europe, which means you get working and living rights in all of these different places automatically. You don't even have to do anything other than go and secure that passport. And in some instances, yes, it will take, it might take a couple of months, rarely a couple of years, but there's also institutions there that can help you. There's embassies there, there's consulates there that can also support you. And there are many migration lawyers out there that are specifically focused on helping you secure that citizenship through ancestry. So there's lots of support for you around this whole topic. You don't need to do it all alone if you don't want to, but you really got to have in mind what the benefits could be for you, not only for you, even your loved ones, whether you've already got kids, your future kids might benefit from this, your spouse could also maybe benefit from this, and it's just an available option for you that is there at all times. Just knowing that whatever citizenship you have now, you might want to move abroad at some point if you haven't already, and that second citizenship that you've got in your hand could always be an entry pass into that other country that is there for you at all times. It might even be a place with a better tax system that you could fall onto later on. So great plan B to have, that I see many people don't grab for whatever reason, no time, no energy, whatever it is. But really consider again where you're currently at and where you could be. And you want to be at a place where you've got multiple options secured all across the globe, whether it's your second citizenship or third citizenship. I've got a lot of people who come to me and they normally say, look, I've got a very great German passport. Is it really worth it for me to go for another European citizenship? Because let's say my grandmother was French, like, do I really need that? What are your thoughts on that? And my thoughts are, yes, as soon as you can go for another citizenship and it's such a low-hanging fruit, you should go for it. because, in the case of the UK, they thought British citizens that they were all secured with a European passport, and look now, after Brexit, British citizens don't have access anymore to the EU. So you never know what politicians might bring into this whole process, what new regulations are going to come in, and making sure that you've got another citizenship that you could fall back onto is just one of the most secure ways to act. And if you are a global citizen, if you are someone who's moving around a lot internationally, you want to be sure that you have an alternative solution out there for you and your loved ones. And the last thing that kind of ties in with this is, I can't believe that people have only one bank account in the place where they have their only one passport from. And when we're living in a time when they could be setting up bank accounts from their couch, again, like, it's so accessible right now to just go on the internet with your laptop, even with your phone, and download an app from your phone, do the KYC process from your phone, from the camera on your phone, and simply get a new bank account set up that could make sure that your funds are diversified, that you're not simply holding everything that you own in one account. That's here the most important message is, you want to make sure that you put all of your eggs in different baskets. Whether it's you've got different passports that you can select from, you've got different bank accounts that you can make sure, in case, worst case scenario, that something happens and the bank accounts get shut down, that it won't affect you and that it won't put you out of business, that it won't send you into bankruptcy, because you've made sure that you've got multiple bank accounts, and preferably in different jurisdictions. The end goal here is always to look at, where am I currently at, and where is there room for improvement for my global wealth creation? So is there improvement for me to be more diversified and to make sure that if worst case scenario anything happens, I can still function, my family doesn't have to suffer, we are really prepared for this, and we can just, whatever it is, take off, book another ticket, and the business is still running, money still flowing in, and happy days, we're taken care of. So those are kind of the 5 different things that I've really been thinking about lately. Just to quickly summarize them again, the first one was, can't believe the people are still paying full price for their flight tickets. The second one was that people are still choosing to be located in places where they pay 30 to 40% tax rates, when there are other places around that could drastically reduce their tax bill. Third one was people having businesses that can't even receive credit card payments from a global clientele. The fourth one was that people only have one passport when they could access citizenship through ancestry very easily. The fifth one was that people only have one bank account and they think they're safe and secure with that bank, when in this day and age you can easily set up a bank account remotely from anywhere around the world. That's my input for today, and I'll see you next time.